State will resist any BNP attempt to create violence on streets, warns Ubaidul Qadir. Ministers hold a meeting with Editors' Council on Digital Security Act amendments. Mohammad Naseem urges BNP to participate in next election, leaving aside all conspiracies. Death toll in Indonesia earthquake and tsunami rises to 832, many more missing. And Bangladesh dumped Pakistan 17 goals to nil in SAF Under-18 Football Women's Championship. Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Tanzila Manar Sultana welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center.
And with her, this is Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines, moving on to the details of those and other stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is now in London after wrapping up her week-long visit to the United States to attend the 73rd United Nations General Assembly session. Press Secretary to the Prime Minister Ihsanul Karim said a Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Prime Minister will depart Heathrow International Airport, London at 6:20 in the evening local time. The flight is scheduled to reach Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka tomorrow morning. Earlier, Sheikh Hasina reached London from New York, wrapping up her visit to attend the 73rd United Nations General Assembly. Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir has said people will resist BNP if the party tries to create violence in the name of movement. He said this while talking to the journalists following a meeting of Awami League secretaries at Dhanmondi in the capital today. Ubaidul Qadir said next general election will be held in due time following the Constitution, and the Election Commission will be solely responsible for holding the election. He said Awami League will conduct mass campaign against anti-state propaganda in the capital from October 1 to 7. Awami League Joint General Secretaries Dr. Deepu Moni, Jahangir Kabir Nanok and Abdur Rahman, and Publicity and Publication Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood, among others, were present on the occasion.
Editors' Council's objections to 9 sections of the pending Digital Security Act and its demand for amending those will be placed before the Cabinet for discussions, said Law Minister Anisul Haq. He came up with the information while talking to reporters after a meeting with the Editors' Council, a forum of newspaper editors at the Information Ministry today. Law Minister Anisul Haq, Information Minister Hassanul Haq Inu, Post, Telecommunications and IT Minister Mustafa Jabbar and Prime Minister's Media Advisor Iqbal Subhan Chaudhary held the meeting with 13 editors of different newspapers over the recently passed Digital Security Bill. The Law Minister said the meeting agreed over the necessity of Section 21 of the Act, but the editors demanded amendment to Sections 8, 21, 25, 28, 29, 31, 32, 43 and 53. The Law Minister said their demand will be placed at the Cabinet meeting and Government will hold a meeting with the Council again over the terms of reference to be given by the Cabinet. The Information Minister said the Editors' Council expressed worries and made objections to some sections of the pending Digital Security Act. He said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is committed to ensuring freedom of press and the security of media people. She is also firm over the expansion of the media. Hassanul Haq Inu said they have taken notes of the points of concern of the Editors' Council over the new law and need to meet the editors again for more discussions. The Daily Star editor Mahfuz Anam, also the Editors' Council General Secretary, said there are several things of concern over the act which go against the ideology and ideals of the Liberation War, as well as are contradictory to their democratic rights. He said the law minister assured them that he would place objections or proposals before the cabinet meeting and then would arrange another meeting. Prothom Alo editor Matiur Rahman, Manobjobin editor Matiur Rahman Chowdhury, News Today editor Riazuddin Ahmed, New Age editor Nurul Kabir, Kaler Kontho editor Imdadul Haq Milon, Bangladesh Pratidin editor Naeem Nizam, Daily Inkilab editor A.M.M. Bahauddin, The Independent editor M. Shamsur Rahman, Jugantor acting editor Saiful Alam, Bonik Barta editor Dewan Hanif Mahmood, Dhaka Tribune editor Zafar Subhan and Shamukal editor Mustafiz Shafi also attended the meeting. Health and Family Welfare Minister Mohammad Naseem reiterated that the next parliament election will be held as per the constitution under the Sheikh Hasina-led government and urged BNP to take preparations for taking part in the polls. Mohammad Naseem said these while addressing a function organized by Bangabandhu Academy at Institution of Diploma Engineers marking the 72nd birthday of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the capital today. Bangabandhu Academy advisor Muhammad Nazmul Haq presided over the discussion addressed by, among others, Awami League Advisory Council members Advocate Yusuf Hussain Humayun, Advocate Abdul Bashit Mujumdar, Muzaffar Hussain Poltu and Bangladesh Krishak League General Secretary Advocate Khondokar Shamsul Haq Reza. The Health Minister said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will decide on giving party nominations in the election and they have to extend support to the candidates who will be nominated by Sheikh Hasina.
And now, international news. At least 832 people were killed in the devastating earthquake and tsunami that hit the Indonesian island of Sulawesi, the National Disaster Agency says. It added that the affected area was bigger than initially thought. Many people were reported trapped in the rubble of buildings that collapsed in Friday's 7.5 magnitude earthquake. The quake triggered tsunami waves as high as 6 meters. Rescuers have been digging by hand in their frantic search for survivors in the city of Palu. Meanwhile, President Mohamed Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed deep shock and condolence on the loss of lives and massive devastation in recent earthquake and subsequent tsunami in the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. A powerful typhoon hurtled toward Japan's mainland today after injuring dozens on southern islands, as weather officials warned that fierce winds and torrential rain could trigger landslides and floods. The typhoon has already led to flight cancellations and power outages in several cities. Typhoon Trami, rated Category 2, is the latest storm to threaten Japan in a year of grim weather-related woes, including punishing heat, heavy rains and landslides. The Category 5 is the highest. Japan issued evacuation orders and warnings to about 7 lakh households in southern and western Japan. India and Pakistan exchanged barbs at the United Nations on Saturday after plans for a rare meeting between the foreign ministers in New York fell through. India cancelled the talks offered by Pakistan's new Prime Minister Imran Khan following an attack that Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj said had killed 3 Indian soldiers. Addressing the United Nations General Assembly, the Indian Foreign Minister denied that her government had sought a pretext to derail the offer to sit down with her Pakistani counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi. Swaraj also said Hafiz Saeed, the alleged mastermind of the 2008 attack in Mumbai, in which 168 people died, still roams the streets of Pakistan with impunity. Swaraj slammed Pakistan for offering spawning grounds for terrorism and offering safe haven for Osama bin Laden, mastermind of the September 11, 2001 attacks. The Pakistani Foreign Minister shot back, saying India had called off talks 3 times, each time on flimsy grounds. India preferred politics over peace, said Qureshi.
Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu has said Right to Information Act is playing a revolutionary role in making a democracy participatory and accountable. He said these while addressing a discussion meeting marking the International Right to Information Day in Dhaka today. Chief Information Commissioner Murtuza Ahmed presided over the discussion, which was also addressed by Additional Secretary to the Information Ministry, Abu Al Hussein. Hassanul Haqqinu said all concerned, including the mass media, should remain alert to check misuse of the Right to Information Act. Earlier, a colourful procession was brought out from the National Press Club, which paraded different city streets. Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu and Chief Information Commissioner Murtuza Ahmed, among others, took part at the procession. International Day of Older Persons to be observed tomorrow. This year's theme of the day is Celebrating Older Human Rights Champions. On the eve of the day, President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina wished dignified life for senior citizens. In a message, President Mohammad Abdul Hamid said the senior citizens are respected and honored in society. He said it is everybody's moral responsibility and duty to ensure comfortable life, sound physical and mental health, respect and honor for senior citizens. In a separate message, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the older persons or senior citizens are an inseparable part of the total population in every country, as they are working with much enthusiasm and sincerity to build their own family, society and country. Prime Minister's Advisor for International Affairs, Dr. Gauhar Rizvi, has urged private entrepreneurs to come forward along with the government for making development sustainable. He made the call while addressing a seminar in the capital today. Dutch Ambassador to Bangladesh, Renzi Tharink, and UNDP Country Director in Bangladesh, Sudipta Mukherjee, among others, spoke at the seminar. Gauhar Rizvi said additional attention on local and foreign investment is needed to upgrade Bangladesh to a developed country by 2041.
And now, sports news. Bangladesh beat Pakistan by 17 goals to nil in SAF Under-18 Women Football Championship held at Thimphu in Bhutan tonight. Shopna scored 7, Marzia 4 and Shuli Azim 2 goals for Bangladesh. Besides, Aki, Mishrat Jahan, Tahura Khatun and Krishna Rani scored 1 goal each. Bangladesh will play with Nepal in the last match of Group B on Tuesday next. Host Bangladesh take on Laos in the lone Group B opening match of prestigious Bangabandhu International Gold Cup football that begins tomorrow at Sylhet District Stadium in Sylhet. The match kicks off at 6:30 p.m. Bangladesh Television will telecast live all the matches. Apart from hosts Bangladesh, Palestine, Philippines, Laos, Nepal and Tajikistan will compete in the prestigious international tournament. Bangladesh has been drawn in Group B of the Six-Nation Tournament along with Laos and Philippines, whereas Nepal, Palestine and Tajikistan have been pitted in Group A. Group stage matches will be held in Sylhet, while the two semi-finals are slated in Cox's Bazar on October 9 and 10, while the final will take place at Bangabandhu National Stadium on October 12. To end the bulletin, let's see the headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina leaves London tonight on way home after attending UNGA in New York. Awami League will resist any BNP attempt to create violence on streets, warns Obaidul Qadir. Ministers hold meeting with Editors' Council on Digital Security Act amendment. Mohammad Naseem urges BNP to participate in next election, leaving aside all conspiracies. Death toll in Indonesia earthquake and tsunami rises to 832, many more missing. And Bangladesh done Pakistan 17 goals to nil in SAF Under-18 Football Women's Championship.
And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda.